Did you know that every 24 hours there are more than 55 earthquakes strong enough to be felt somewhere in the world? And the truly terrifying part? Scientists still can't predict when the next big one will hit. It could be years from now, or it could be in the next 5 minutes. Most people are gambling with their lives because they're simply not prepared. But after today, you won't be one of them. I've survived 3 major earthquakes, including a devastating 7.1 magnitude, and I've spent years helping communities prepare for these unpredictable disasters. The supplies and strategies I'm about to share have quite literally saved lives, including my own. You might be thinking, my building is up to code, I'll be fine. Here's the brutal truth. Even in modern buildings, it's what happens after the shaking stops that causes most injuries and fatalities. Power outages, gas leaks, water contamination, blocked roads. These secondary effects are what truly test your preparation. Let's start with the foundation of any earthquake kit: water. Earthquakes frequently rupture water mains and contaminate supplies. Store 1 gallon per person per day for at least 2 weeks, and make sure it's in shatterproof containers. I recommend multiple smaller containers rather than a few large ones. They're easier to grab if you need to evacuate quickly. Now for something most people overlook: gas and water shut-off tools. After an earthquake, gas leaks cause fires that can be more destructive than the quake itself. A simple gas shutoff wrench attached near your meter could save your home. Learn how to use it now, because in an emergency, you won't have time to figure it out. For your emergency kit, prioritize items specifically for earthquake scenarios. Heavy-duty gloves to protect from broken glass and debris. Dust masks rated N95 or higher to prevent lung damage from concrete dust. Sturdy shoes kept by your bed. More people are injured walking barefoot over broken glass than from the actual earthquake. Communication is critical when cell networks are overwhelmed. A hand crank emergency radio gives you vital information when all other sources fail. Battery banks for phones should be kept fully charged, and designate an out-of-state contact person for your family to check in with. Local calls often fail while long-distance lines remain open. Here's something few people consider: sanitation. When sewage systems fail, disease becomes a serious threat. A portable toilet with enzyme packets, heavy-duty garbage bags, and disinfectant can prevent illness that could otherwise become life-threatening. When medical facilities are overwhelmed, food for earthquake kits requires special consideration. Choose items that don't need cooking or refrigeration and have a long shelf life. MREs, peanut butter, energy bars, and canned foods with pull tops are ideal. But here's what most people miss: comfort foods. In the stress following a disaster, familiar foods provide psychological support that's just as important as calories. Light sources are essential, but not all are created equal. Headlamps are better than flashlights because they keep your hands free for first aid or navigation. Chemical light sticks are safer than candles near potential gas leaks, and solar-powered lights eliminate battery concerns during extended outages. Structural safety measures can prevent thousands in damage. Use furniture straps to secure bookcases, cabinets, and heavy appliances to walls. Move heavy objects to lower shelves, and use museum putty for valuable items. These simple steps prevented major injuries in my home during the last quake. Document everything now. Take video of every room in your home, open every drawer, every cabinet. Store this documentation in the cloud and physically in your emergency kit. When it's time to file insurance claims, this evidence is worth its weight in gold. I've seen families who followed these preparation steps recover within weeks, while neighbors without proper supplies struggled for months. The difference wasn't luck. It was preparation. And that preparation starts today, not when the ground begins to shake. I've created a comprehensive earthquake preparation checklist you can download using the link in the description. If you value this potentially life-saving information, hit that like button so more people can benefit. Subscribe now for the next video in this emergency preparation series covering wildfire supplies. Remember, in an earthquake, your survival often depends on decisions you made months before the disaster struck.